Well, hi, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me in my shop here. Today is the second day of September, but it feels more like November outside. This morning is 11 degrees. That is cold. It's only 13 out there now. Holy smokes. What happened? It's like somebody threw a switch. Summer ended and fall is here. Last year did the same thing. It got cold right away and it never warmed up again. Kind of a sudden ending to the summertime. But the sun is shining, so I should not complain too much. Today, what I'm going to do with this radio is I'm going to work my way through the IF alignment process. I've been reading up on it here a little bit, and if you haven't heard it before, my attitude about these things is the first time through anything like that, you just write it off to education, learning the tricks that might be involved with this particular radio, tricks and issues and stuff like that. It sounds very straightforward to me. Just a matter of making 6 adjustments. Even says in the instructions, do them in any order, which is a little bit surprising because usually they're very specific on which one to do first, second, third. The trick in this radio is it has a crystal filter in it, so the IF must be aligned to the crystal filter frequency, the crystal frequency actually. And what is the crystal frequency, Kenneth? Well, it's going to be close to where it should be, but not dead on. So we have to discover that, and there's a method for discovering it. Didn't sound like the best way to do it, but what the manual says we will try and spot the crystal frequency that way. I've read quite a few pieces on this radio because a lot of people have this radio and have worked mightily upon it. There's a lot of talk about removing the crystal from its holder, cleaning it with alcohol, putting it back in. Of course, I'm in a mode here where I'm trying to do is basically nothing to this radio that isn't nothing that involves any kind of risk whatsoever at this point. And an alignment does not involve really any risk. And when I'm done, it's still all original, and nothing will have changed that way. So we've got it all just about set up properly. Now the instructions say use an unmodulated signal, use the BFO to create the pitch that's going to drive the output meter so you can see the output going up and down. It also says, and it doesn't have to say it, and normally a radio like this only has one output, and the output is actually the plate output of the output tube. I believe that still exists right here, but this one has an output transformer connected to it. There's an output transformer installed in this radio, which is unusual. And I'm taking advantage of it. Like these cords are just running over to my audio system that you've been listening to. So why don't I just continue to take advantage of this? Stay away from the what I believe has B+ on it. I'm not sure, A regular HRO, as I understand it, if you don't plug the speaker in, it's not going to operate. The speaker has to be in to complete the plate circuit of the output tube. But that can't be the case here because I have an output transformer. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what they've done here. But in any case, because of this output transformer, I think I will ignore using this, and instead I will use a modulated test signal. It will come from that signal generator there. And also I want to use the sweep generator. Sweep generator is not modulated at all, but it should still prove helpful in this. I still have it all connected. The scope is connected. Everything's ready to go. One thing about the earlier testing I did with the sweep generators is I never knew exactly what frequency we were looking at when we were looking at the scope or whatever. I have to introduce another signal generator, sometimes referred to as the marker generator, to put a pip or an effect on the screen. It won't be a pip. It has an effect that you can interpret, and you can realize where the pip frequency or the marker frequency is coming from. So I have to do that too to get some precision in this. I think. Do I? Do I have to do that? Maybe I don't, because you're going to use the crystal to spot the right frequency. What I could do, no. Okay. No. So I'm going to have a little bit of coffee, and then we're going to start this process and see how it goes. And remember, first time through, always written off to education. Okay, let's get everything going here, including, let's get the radio going. Now, pretty sure I simply turned everything off yesterday when I was done. I'm going to need another cord. One of the things I saw yesterday was 2 peaks on the sweep over here. 2 peaks on the radio. Did not make any sense. But now, just in thinking about it, perhaps what I was seeing was a peak from the IF transformers and another peak from the crystal. And maybe they're not lined up in this radio. Maybe somebody didn't do the crystal thing and they aligned it to 455 or whatever and missed. I don't know. So we're going to start. Oh, we're going to start by. What did I get this out for? I don't know. We are going to start with. Oh my gosh! I haven't had enough coffee yet. Look at. I can't even think straight. Wow. You know what it is? I watched a complicated video just now, and I have thoughts running through my head from this video about expertise that is making me a total dork here. Man alive. What did I do? Scanner, sweeper's on. Radio's not on yet. Okay, let's do that. Oh, headphones. Oh, I'll be okay. I'm sure I'll be okay. Headphones on. Okay, B plus coming up. Oh, B plus monitoring meter. Here we go. There we are. Excellent. Now, let me just pop an image onto the screen here. I'm just going to turn the sound down so we don't listen to that for a moment. Let's see if I know what I'm doing here. Does he know what he's doing? Hey, how about that? Okay, now. Trying to remember what it was exactly. So this control has to be all the way to the right to get a larger peak. And I think I'm at the end of the string of IF circuits right now, and I want to be towards the front to see this double peak thing. I think it was way down here. I think. Let's just look and see if this was killing the radio also. Let's get this really weird shape and 2 peaks. So I can't change the crystal frequency, I don't believe. Let me move this guy here. So this control is having a weird effect that yeah. So let me explain exactly what we're seeing. I'll turn on the crystal filter now. It's not even. Oh, it is on. There. So this is my guess. This is the crystal filter here. Oh! Some inconsistency there. Here's the crystal filter here, and this is the IF. If I turn off the crystal filter. Wait a minute. Is this the other way around? This is the other way around. Turn off the crystal filter control here, and I get this. Turn it on, and it turns into that. Turn it up. Does this make any sense at all? So the variation here could be an indication of dirt that people are complaining about with the crystal, that maybe the inconsistent operation. I'm shaking the crystal a little bit, maybe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, something like that's happening. Oh, okay. Well, if I vary the tuning of the transformers, one of these guys is going to move. gosh, look at the shape of this thing. And tuning the radio has no effect at all, which is right, which is good. Thank you for that. And yeah, this is the selectivity control. Yikes. This is with filter off, sensitivity, filter on, sensitivity. Turn on the filter and it pretty much kills everything. Well, I am trying to, considering changing the alignment of a radio that's full of bad capacitors. I'm probably going to replace some of them eventually. I'm not sure yet. If I do, that's going to maybe alter the alignment again. Probably not, but okay. Let's swing this around. So what I said was altering the alignment transformers should highlight which one of those curves is which. Now wait a minute. I'm on an early tube here. I'm on a very early tube. There's only one. Only this filter here. Oh. There's two adjustments on it. I don't think I printed the page out that shows it. So this is what we're talking about, this box here. And they didn't, on this one they don't highlight the actual adjustment. So I will just take a peek myself at the screen here because I think I have it. So 9 and 10. So this hole here in this thing. This, what is that? That's a great big nut. Let's take a closer look at that. I'm just going to grab the camera right off of here. Huh. That's an adjustment. And the other one is up in this hole here. What are you adjusting up there? So there's a flathead screw up in there, similar in size to this hex thing. Well, why they got it? This looks like a thing with solder thrown on the top. What are you supposed to turn that with? Like a big wrench go in there? This other one is more sensible, and the idea is it's just a screwdriver. Well, in the instructions it says any order, any way you want to do it. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pick one. I think I'm going to pick the screwdriver one. Somewhere it describes that I'm tempted to put a metal screwdriver in there because it looks like it's stiff here. I'm just getting out some alignment tools. Very handy spot. Okay, here's one. Okay, it feels like I'm in the screw already. It's hard to believe, actually. I just kind of... Okay, watching the screen. Is anything moving? I can't... Whatever it is I was on there. I'm not sure that was really the screw. So last night with the telescope, it's a beautiful night. I got an excellent image of the I can't remember. Jeepers creepers. The try something galaxy. I forgot the name of it. There we are. I'm definitely in. I'm definitely in. Okay, now watching the screen here. This is, see, I need to put in a stiff screwdriver because I can't turn the screw. So no one's done any alignment on this for a while. No, I can't turn it. This is just bending. I need a stiff screwdriver. Let's try this guy. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I already see something happening there. I guess not staying in. See what happens when I short it with a metal screwdriver. Oh my gosh, I don't. Wow, it's not going well. I think I just cammed out of that screw. This is a good screwdriver to use. It's got a fairly thin blade on it. Wow. Don't want to break anything, eh? Oh my gosh, now that's me. I think I'm shorting it out there. Oh, what's all that stuff? Where'd the big thing go? Okay, this is not working out. I'm not able to move it at all. Not unless I put, major muscle power into it. I'm pretty sure I might be on the verge of wrecking something. How are you supposed to do this hex thing? You have a tool that's going to go in there? I can't. Is this shorting things out too? It's all the jumpiness. Doesn't seem to match my actions. So this is this might be the right size, but it's not going to set on it. I think I have another quarter. It's sort of biting in here. You hold still. You turn it. There, it's turning. Oh my gosh, there, now you can see clearly. I can see clearly now that is probably where that should be. Now, how much you want to bet that other bump here is probably supposed to be inside here too. And that other screw has to be turned. This is a high mileage screwdriver. It's become fairly sharp on the tip, but at the same time it gets a little rounded, and it'll cam easy. Now I have a nice, really sharp one here, but I think it's probably too big. The blade is probably too big. Let's see if I can get it in there. Oh no, it went in. It's in there. It feels good too. Okay, with a little more strength. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I just got it loose. Something happened there. Somebody's yelling at me right now. Stop, stop what you're doing. You're going to break the radio. Going back and forth at all? I don't think so. Oh, something moved a little bit. Let's play around with this. This is the crystal on. I'm just turning the phasing control. That's it off. Hey, look at that. Hey, what? Look at that. What's? You can get it like that. dirty switch. That's lovely. That's a lovely thing there. And selectivity still does something kind of weird. Seems like it's moving, like this is a combination of a number of tuned circuits, and one of them is being moved out this way when I turn the selectivity control. Oh, it's popping out the other side. Is that what that is? We're going through in the middle and then out the other side, sort of, something like that's going on. Oh boy. How can we be sure of the crystal frequency in here? I read somewhere about a guy, he said he rang the crystal. Now what does that mean? That means he put a frequency through it, and when he matched the crystal frequency, he saw a big effect, and so he knew. How do you know the frequency of the crystal here? Can you pull this out and operate the radio without the crystal in it? This is the crystal here. They had to wiggle this thing. Maybe it's got bad contacts. It's pluggable. It's plug in and plug out. Can't do much alignment here. Oh, there's nothing. But let me make sure it's turned on. Yeah, let's turn it on. Crystal is on. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing a thing. And pull that right out. Pull it out with the radio operating. I'm pretty sure. But let me just take a peek at the schematic here. I mean, what would the crystal do if you pulled it out? And where are you? Where are you? Here you are, right there. So, well, look, there's a shorting switch right across it. So, I mean, how bad can it get? I pull this crystal out. I'm assuming when I pull it, I'm not pulling this whole box of stuff. I'm just pulling the little crystal itself out. Do we do that? We do it with it off. So we'll put the shorting switch on. How can it hurt? Pull this out. Here's what we got. National company. Okay. A couple screws holding it together. You know what? I pulled this out and I was not looking at the screen like a dog. Da, 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 da. Okay, so now we turn the crystal. That's the wrong control jam. Crystal off. Well, we know this isn't having any effect anymore on anything. So we got trouble in the switch. We got trouble in the switch. This goes off. That's funny, you know. I usually off is off. This one seems like the off is off. Making any sense out of what I'm saying? And we still have this thing. Oh, this looks a little more interesting now. That looks very interesting. What's happening there? I got the crystal in my hand. So we put the selectivity pretty much in the middle. We get that. We could put it like this. We should be listening to this. What does this sound like? He says suddenly. We're not hearing much of anything here. Is this the radio I'm hearing? Yes. Okay. I have to think about that. Why hear that but nothing there? Like you wouldn't even know the sweeper's running right there. How can that be? Lots of observations, but in a lot of trouble trying to understand what it is I'm observing here. We're supposed to tune the radio up to the crystal frequency, and I got the crystal in my hand. I don't know any tricks for determining crystal frequency. I have about 200 radio crystals, but they're meant for CB radios. Yeah, this screw as loose as could be. Maybe this is step one on aligning these radios. You need to deal with this crystal. Maybe that's why guys are cleaning them. Wow, look at that. So they talk about removing the crystal from the holder. See, there's screws here and here. Talk about removing the crystal, which I assume is this white piece in here, cleaning it in alcohol, and then putting it back in. How is this actually arranged? Well, this is not a screw here. Would this be an attachment to a plate? And there's a plate in here up against this white piece, which I'm guessing is the crystal. I've never seen a crystal look like this. Well, before I do anything, I got to know more about what I'm doing. I think because I'm on my way to doing something terrible. But I'm going to leave the crystal out of the radio for now. And we're going to carry on, knowing that this crystal can't do anything. Of course, it can't do anything if the switch is closed. The shorting switch is closed. So we get this very inconsistent operation of the switch. And the switch is going right into this box here. It's not in the bottom. Now, it looks like this box has a bottom plate. Some complications. There's another box. There's a different box on the bottom. There's the box there, and there's a big box here. Big box here. The box on the bottom is down in here. And there's no way up into it from below. It's a solid chassis. So if you wanted to fill around with what's in this box, boy, it doesn't look obvious at all what you would do. Don't think we really want to go in that box there. Okay, let's not. Things have gone into an unexpected zone, which is kind of what always happens. So I'm going to. These are the other two IF transforms. I'm going to twiddle them a little bit, and we're going to watch on the screen what is happening. Oh wait a minute! I got it! I almost made a mistake. We got to move the this. I have to move this back to where I had it. I'm going to go by memory. Oh, that's bad. Don't go by memory. I grounded this somewhere. Where did I ground it? I grounded it here. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Okay, don't move. Stay put. And this goes up here. Right there. So now we have the detected result. We don't know what frequency. I have not put on I should put this guy on. I put on the other, we gotta get this guy going. So I need to connect him into the same place as the input signal. And the input signal is inputting here. Need to make another connection here with that signal generator. Then I should be able to cause an effect here that I can determine what frequency this is. I think that's probably a pretty important thing to do. Next step. Well, let's do it. I was going to go for coffee, but no, let's do it because my signal generator here is great. Turn it on, and it comes right on the frequency you've got it dialed to. We want it around 4. There we are, 439. Somewhere in this area here. And we're going to sweep through, try to spot it. Okay, need the cable. Thought I'd still be playing with wooden blocks, but yes, wooden blocks. Put this guy over here, that guy. I'll take the output here, so low impedance. Output, the other one is also low impedance, 50 ohms, I'm sure. Okay, so we're going to ground first. We'll ground it here. I'm going to attach this one. Oh, not just yet. This is signal level's way up. Let's turn it down. Let's calibrate the signal level. It's way high. Okay. We have a 1000 hertz tone and a moderate signal, whatever that means. I'm going to put the headphones on so I can hear what happens too. I think we're going to hear this, I think. But what are these things swimming along here? What, can you see those? Little blips traveling. A whole bunch of them. Traveling in both directions. You see a lot of weird things when you do this kind of work. So you'll kind of see something traveling along. Don't know. Don't know what I'm seeing here. If I do that, I can't see them. There, that fixed it. Okay, introducing the other signal generator. Is there some wire sticking out there for me? Not really. Okay, it's not throwing the radio way off. I think this clip's going to pop off. Last thing I want to do is break the wire sticking out of that tube. Okay, so I have another signal generator introduced here. Let's make this bigger again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep the frequency of this signal generator past the 455 zone. We should see a little wiggly thing come up and go like this. And I should have control on it over here. Here we go. What do we see? Going up 450. There we go. See, it's got all wiggly, got all funny there. So I have to do this using my artistic eye. It doesn't seem to come down the other side. It seems to go up one side, but not down the other. So I would say that's probably about as close as we can get. 458. Now again, the frequency is supposed to be targeted to the crystal frequency. We don't know what this is yet. Some process of discovery to find out what this is, and when I kind of follow the radio's instructions, you don't get a certain result. So now we can assume this is 458, and then again, does it really matter? We don't really know. Just going to get it out of there. I'm now going to twiddle the IFs and see what makes the difference. We didn't need that on there anyway. Get that off. Okay. Got great big screws. A little tiny screwdriver. I don't know. This is made for a huge clunky screwdriver. With a wide blade. I got that much play in there. You can see my hand. Can we even turn it with this tool? No. It's not stiff enough. Okay, this thing looks like it was made for big bad screwdrivers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little tape on this one here. Just so it doesn't, so it's less likely to ground out. Of course, my hand is capacitively connected to the shaft through there's some capacitance there. Sometimes this doesn't go well. Let's try this one. This is the easy one for me to get to. Starting with the easy one. Now we're watching to see if anything happens on the screen. Oh my gosh, this is stiff as can be. I have to put the big screwdriver in again. It's just a ton of play, and you're halfway through camming out. You don't want to cam out. So I'm just gonna try the big honker. I mean, this thing was at the, this radio was more or less in war zone. You could imagine what kind of tools they would have available to do stuff. Why would somebody even want to do something to this? I mean, you couldn't really do much of this radio without having a lab. So I don't think you'd make field adjustments like this. Oh! Now I did not get a shock. I jumped because what happened there? What exactly happened there? That was a little bit surprising. So, what are we messing around with here? So again, we could have everything from leaky capacitors causing effects here that we would not normally expect at all. I'm just taking kind of a guess at that. So I've got this up on voltage here. And we're going to test the top of that screw. I didn't see anything. Mostly because I can't see the meter. The angle's not right. Let me try again. I didn't see anything there. Just the pittance. Other screw. Oh. Oh, that's not a pittance. Not a pittance there. 165. Yeah, that's the entire B plus. Okay, let's try this one. What we have to do is, oh my gosh. I gotta wonder if you don't see a voltage, is that a problem? Probably what's happening here is the primary coils have voltage on the screw. Why in the heck would that be? Would that be by design? That didn't make sense. What these screws? Now wait a minute. What was that sound I just heard? That's this. Oops, that's this sound. No. So I heard a sound that sounded like sparks, and I saw a jump, and I thought I saw a putty cat. I thought I saw a flash. I don't know what to make of it. When I measured the one that I was in, nothing happened. There's no voltage there. Yet when I'm cranking on it, all bad signs, very bad signs of bad stuff. Or did I just make a false observation completely? Let's go at it again. I mean, this really, what bad thing could happen? I could ruin this radio right now. Right here, right now. Oh, well, there's one problem. My tape doesn't go low enough on this. I did not tape it low enough. So I may have to like do a job at loosening these adjustment screws up. Do it with the radio not operating. Okay, this time I'm okay for accidental grounding. Okay, I'm in. What was that sound again? What is that? I don't know. Okay, trying to turn it now. There it goes. Oh ho, oh ho ho ho. Oh yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so what this tells me is that this set needs to be aligned. I'm finding things that maybe I haven't got it quite right, but it certainly suggests that it's out of alignment. Amazing that it works, but it's not working. I don't think it's working anywhere near where it should. Now, let me just turn this down a little bit, because we just made a huge difference in this radio. And I assume a positive difference. What's it sound like? Yeah, there's a lot more volume there. I hardly turned the volume up, and we got it. Okay, so for today I'm going to call it quits. Because I need to stop. I need to read up some more about aligning this thing and make sure I haven't overlooked something. I need to find out about these stuck screws. And maybe I can, I don't know. I need to read up some more. I need to find out about this crystal situation. And here it is here. And all that. Very good. Not bad. Happy with progress today. In a few days I'll be getting another project here. This is going to go on for quite a while, this one. So I'm going to set this aside and I'll be switching to another project. At that point, when I get back to this, I may bring the other one in and start poking around with that. I'm not sure. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows what I'm going to do? We can't predict tomorrow these days. Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next video.